Committee. The committee put their heads together and they start their own thing.
Hey y'all, it's Izzy Harrison and you're tapping in with the committee.
What's up guys, this is Azrae Stevens and you're tapping in with the committee.
Big shout out to the committee. Y'all hold it down for us.
Shout out to the committee.
You are rocking with the committee. The committee. We committee.
Some people ain't gonna like it, and some people will.
Hi, Anna.
What's good, everybody? What's good?
Thank you for being of age because you left me. No, it was Kid Jamboree hour over here.
I'm of age.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about Tyler.
What is going? Come on now, man.
I thought you didn't like me talking about nighttime. It's your curfew.
I'll have you know, I can stay up as long as I want.
Mm. You have ice cream for
See?
dinner too.
You know.
That's how,
You know.
but that's how you know that you young as hell, because no person around our age wants to stay up as long as we can. Like, fuck, I'm ready to go to bed now.
Man.
It's dark as hell outside.
Sorry,
I'm ready
I'm
to go
not
to sleep.
washed.
Washed, whatever. Baby, you get into working life, bitch. You'll be washed. Start working 9 to 5. Hell, you'll have to be washed.
I'm ready to go to bed now.
I ain't never had Yana call me a bitch. that came from.
This is why you need to respect your elders. It might not end good for you.
You working 9 to 5, bitch. Oh man, what a start!
Ooh, wow. Are y'all watching the Baylor game?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, no, I'm not here with y'all.
Utah has a girl on their team that needs the sun. She's jumping the ball right now. Or maybe it was the lighting. I don't know. But that baby, she had look real pale in the lighting.
What
so,
channel is it on?
whatever.
It's a couple of them that need some sun. What channel is it on?
ESPN Plus or Big 12.
Okay.
All right, but until then, we thank y'all for joining us on another rousing edition of our Tuesday night committee spaces.
Oh yes.
Okay, let's change our vibe.
I'm ready. I'm excited. I wasn't on last week, so this is my first college space. Don't worry, I'll bring the energy for everyone that's working on 9 to 5. You know.
Ooh, okay. Well,
so much has happened. You are like spicy today. Like what is going on with you?
Oklahoma's ranked, that's why.
Yes, sir. 25.
Let's get into that.
Oh.
So the AP Top 25 came out. Cox have risen to the top. They are number 1. Other notables, Colorado jumped like 150 spots, and they're number 5 now.
Most ever, right? Like the highest jump ever.
It might be.
Yeah.
It was something crazy like that.
I think theirs was really high, and then Stanford was like right behind them.
Yeah, they were 9 spots up. They're number 6. So, and then you got Florida State at 12.
And then also NC State, because NC State went unranked.
Yeah, they were unranked.
Like what? I can't remember what their ranking is.
It was like mid-teens.
14, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't even know how you count that. I need to know how many votes they had leading up to the preseason rankings, because they could have been like at 30.
Is this the first time somebody's went from 6 to 1 in 1 week?
I'm not sure, because it's a lot of movement with these rankings.
Yeah.
You got Ole Miss dropped 11 spots.
Why?
I feel like it has to be.
As they should. I feel like they were overranked, and now that they're getting evaluated.
Okay, so let's start with that, because I know, Yana, you have said a couple times like you feel like ranking shouldn't even come out and start until like week 2 or something like that. I don't want to.
Okay. So yes, I did say that, but my reasoning was the fact that I feared AP voters, which is something we've seen for years now. They think of their preseason ranking as like religion. They refuse to be wrong. And so there will be a team that will continually lose, and you'll see them like drop maybe one spot, or you'll see them drop maybe like 1-2 spots maybe after they've lost like 3 games, and it's like, oh, but they could still be a really good team, they just lost these games. And then you have the people who are winning who are at the bottom, and it's like, they're kind of just winning, but I don't see them as a good team yet type vibe. And I hate that, because I feel like preseason rankings are just that, preseason. It's based off of an idea that you wrote down on paper. But if the AP voters are going to approach it like they just did this last week, where they just shuffled everything based off of what they saw this last week of basketball, I'm okay with it. If they're going to be willing to make that change and say, hey, I was completely wrong about this team, so I'm going to switch it up.
And usually that's how it is on the men's side. I know, like, say like Duke is number 1, they lose, they dropping down to like 15, 20.
I feel like it kind of calls into question your preseason rankings, though, because 15 spots is a lot.
That is a major. That's a very big whiff on that.
Yeah, and like 11 is also a lot.
I don't know. I think like preseason is so hard, because you kind of just go off of how everyone ended last year, what they looked like last year, who they brought in, who they lost, and then you're trying to compare them to other teams. But if you kind of go based on like a week by week basis versus it just being this team is the best team in the nation type vibe, then I think Colorado was the 5th best team this week. Now, will they continue to be the 5th best team in the nation? I don't know, because the Pac-12 is deep as fuck, clearly. And so who knows what's going to happen. But as of this week, which is what rankings are supposed to be, it's supposed to be based on the material you have through the season. Colorado is the 5th best team, and nobody would have seen that happening.
I just feel like all the Pac-12 stuff will fizzle out. I feel like before the preseason, AP puts a certain amount of teams on from each conference onto a national list, and that's how it's curated. But I think that,
And that's fine. I think that, and the rankings hopefully will show that, like when teams lose or if they lose and teams win, all of that will be accounted into when people do their rankings.
Mm-hmm.
see, I don't
Which I
have a
thought they did
problem with
a good job.
the bigger conferences like the SEC and stuff like that. But when you get to the Big East and almost the mid majors and things of that sort, that's when it gets kind of iffy, because if they make it past the first 6 weeks, then they're kind of stuck in that same position for the rest of the year. But other than that,
So let's start at the top then. If you visited our website, committeesportsgroup.com, you'll notice we have an article posted. And we weighed in on, should South Carolina be number 1? So I will pose the question to the stage. Should South Carolina be number 1 this week?
I think so.
absolutely.
I think so.
Yeah.
I was just surprised because typically when they do the votes, like you said, like Yana was kind of explaining, they doing a lot something different this year. They just shifting you wherever here. After this week, they like, okay, this what it was this week, which is a shocker. I thought it could have been Iowa just because typically they don't skip over people, but the best team this week has been South Carolina. So I agree. Now I don't think that means that I still think South Carolina got room for error. They'll have some errors. I think they're doing really, really well, but what they don't have is that seniority. So I could see that biting them in the ass a game or two. You know what I mean? But I think by far they were the number 1 team this week.
All right, but get that target off our back. Let us grow in peace.
No, I agree with that though.
Similar to like what Lo was saying, I agree that like I don't think any team, like every team has something that they got to work on. But like I said in the article, like there are teams that fall short where they're back on the top of the rankings or like top 5, top 4, top 3 the next season based off their body of work and what they've been able to prove within the previous seasons. And like, I feel like with South Carolina, I've been consistent in saying, especially with us, like, doing our little like conference rankings and stuff like that, saying that I feel like they're going to be at the top. Like, yeah, they lost a lot, but I trust their like developmental process and all that good stuff. And they returning players that they didn't play in recent years, but they were literally still learning under the freshies and battling out with them in the practices and stuff like that. So I never really thought like, all right, this team is really like, I thought 6 was too low. Like, not saying that they could have been like number 1, but I just felt like 6 was too low. Like,
Actually,
give
I
it.
agree with you because I feel like
Uh-oh.
no, and I
Whoa.
this is something I
Somebody
do
clip
want to
it.
bring. This is something I do want to bring up. I feel like it's time people put respect on what Dawn's been able to build at South Carolina because she's been like her team has been steady at the top. I can't remember the last time they dropped out of the top 10, and honestly, even the top 5 outside of that one year that we really don't think about. But like Dawn has constantly been able to put a team together that's going to compete, right? And I feel like no one ever questions the work that Gino can do. And yes, he has like 11 national championships. I get it. But for the past like 5 to 6 years, Dawn's teams have been better because now she has the talent to match and go head to head. And I feel like when Gino was kind of like at the height of his coaching, and he still is, so I don't want to say he's not there anymore. But if Gino lost like if he lost like
Johnny.
4 players to the W, but had a really good class coming in, because Dawn's class was the class that came in was the number 2 class, and then she had the number 1 class sitting on the bench behind the freshies. And I feel like if that was something that Gino had waiting to be played, it wouldn't have even been a question about the youth or can they put this team together or can they make something shake. It would have just been, it's Gino and he's going to find a way. He's going to make some shit happen. And I feel like Dawn has done enough to where if she has the talent on her team, you can trust that she's going to make some shit shake.
Yeah, I think that's completely valid.
I think that's valid, but
I also think it was
I
like
love
I
my South
understand
Carolina
some of the
girlies,
question marks.
but
Wait, hold on, low stop.
Wait, hold on.
I love my South Carolina girlies, but my concern was just the bigs. Like going from Aaliyah, like Camilla did really good off the bench, but you really don't know. Still, sometimes Camilla comes in the game and it's like her mindset is like, I don't think I want to play today. Like you could tell when she's locked in and when she's not. So I feel like that would have been my question mark for South Carolina. So a 6 ranking didn't feel bad to me. Not that we've seen Camilla play when she want to play. She's that girl, but a lot of times we just don't know. So that 6 ranking wasn't bad to me. I thought it was like, okay, we do put some respect in your name. We don't really know, but still to be top like 6, I felt like that was fair.
That's crazy. We're surprised that they're putting respect on South Carolina. We've been fighting our whole lives. Oh my God. Lord. So let's talk about some of the top teams that fell. Obviously you had LSU fall 6 spots. Well, let's talk about UConn first, because Greer.
She's not here.
That was man.
She went.
Yeah, if you didn't catch it, go scroll our page because it's the clip was posted.
On the jam screen. I'll go.
Thank you, because Greer laid it bare. They got some work to do. They lost to NC State. Shout out to Sanaya Rivers. 30. What she have? 32? 30?
33 and 10.
33.
Cooked the entire
She led in
game.
every stat, like steals,
Like,
She is
rebounds.
fast. Like super
from
Assist.
the
fast.
start of the game until the game was done, she had her foot on their necks.
She said she put
Yeah.
the orange ponytail and the red ponytail in one and went to work.
Why would you?
Craig, don't start.
Clocked in. Did not clock out.
And that was a funny part to me. After the game, when she was talking to Holly, she was like, I wanted this to be my breakout game. My teammates agreed that this could be it, and we went to work. And I was like, that's pretty dope. They was like, yeah, you're her. Let's do this.
Yeah, we had this circled on the calendar.
Yeah.
She must have been cooking in practices for her teammates to just be like, yeah, this is your game. Like this that doesn't just happen I feel like
You got it.
She must have
Yeah.
been cooking the whole.
I
You
mean,
mean the whole program? Because she's made
yeah.
a big impact, a big jump in
Mm-hmm.
the last year.
For
No,
sure.
If you
she
ask
Mhm.
me.
did
For
say that
sure.
she wanted the season to be her, like I forgot the exact words, but like just like all right, like my come out season, and like shit, that was a game right there.
Yeah.
But
UConn,
it's
that's
not nothing
a
that we haven't seen before. I feel like you mean she's showing flashes of that
of
out South
course.
Carolina. You mean she
Mm-hmm.
plays one through damn near 1 through 4. She can do it all.
No, yeah, like there was some moves that she was doing at South Carolina. I'm like, damn, she gonna be special. And I mean, even though she's not at South Carolina, I'm glad she's like happy right now where she's at and like excelling.
I'm just
Yeah.
glad she got what she wanted out of the portal. Most
Mm-hmm.
people, you mean,
Exactly.
Yeah, she got
Cuz
exactly what she wanted.
that needs to be the lesson, right? Cuz it's like some teams you're going to have to sacrifice and it's going to be a common goal in mind cuz like Don can still get you there. Like you saw our 6 women of the year still got drafted. So, it can still happen, but it's like she wanted that type of experience. So I am, like y'all said, really happy that she got that. Really happy that she found some place where that could happen, even though I was skeptical of Captain Westmore.
I mean, I'm still skeptical about him. I think like what also allowed her to shine, like especially like so far this season, is like the transfers that left out because it was a lot of talent on that team last year. They just could not put that together. So I mean, I like.
I honestly think that they're more talented this year. I think that with the Zoe Brooks girl, the freshman, I think she's gonna grow into her own. She had like a little Robin. You mean was in the corner shooting threes. Like it just looked a little bit more balanced, should I say?
I mean, I'm not sold on the post yet. I did like Hobby and
Uh-oh.
Boy. I like Hobby and
I
Boy
know that.
last year, but also I just feel like I feel like with I feel like they were misused last year. Like a lot of the players, not only like the post, like even like Jakia, obviously like Diamond when she was healthy and playing. Like he didn't know how to manage all that talent on the team.
Well, even
Oh,
Jakia is doing the same thing she did at NC State at Maryland. So,
but
I mean,
she's looking like the Jakia before her senior season, and she was efficient. She shot terrible last year. Like she shot terrible, and I was like, damn, if she's gonna enter the draft, she may not get picked if they're going based off this past year.
yeah, I wouldn't put all that on Westmore as well. Because if the talent left and dispersed, then I also think this it's a role thing as well with the girls.
I see your point.
Okay. So on the flip side, UConn. If you haven't had a chance to watch the video, the gist of it was UConn kind of took a step back. They went back to Paige. Greer's exact words were Paige and the Pageettes.
Paige and the Pageettes. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the.
100%.
Here.
This is why when we have
Oh,
conversations like
she's in the
oh,
audience. Oh no, go ahead, Lois. I was just agrees in the audience.
we
I don't know
have
if she's.
like conversations about like skill work versus certain things like basketball is basketball, right? You need to be skilled, you need to be all of that shit, right? But you got to be a damn dog to be a basketball player. That soft stuff that the girls are doing is not gonna work. Like you could be as skilled, you can make every shot they give you, you can have the best footwork, you can know when to pass it, but if you ain't no damn dog, then you gotta go. Like, and I feel like UConn their skill, but you gotta be a dog sometimes, and they just was puppies.
So a reluctant superstar is not going to work for you.
No, and that's my thing. That's always been my thing with AZ. Like, girl, you can shoot, you can do this, but you gotta be a dog. And I know that's not necessarily her personality, but I be dragging low key dragging Aaliyah for the same thing. Like, but Aaliyah better than that. But tell these motherfuckers put some respect on your name. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta act like you that girl.
Immediately.
And
Yeah.
AZ doesn't. And it's like you play to me, she playing herself. You know what I mean? Like you playing yourself. Do better.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it.
Fake it till you make it, man. Like just act like you that until the rest of you believes it.
Yeah, you playing yourself. Like, I can't. Like,
And
I'm gonna go to Sharithia and then Craig.
Oh, I don't know. I ain't see much of it other than, I think the light's a little bright for old girl, but I want to give a shout out to my kid Cadence. McNamara gang in the house, 14 points off the bench.
I like her. I like her game a lot.
Big Q dog. I don't know what to tell you about the rest of them, but
DD with a shot.
Speaking of, I feel like they're not doing a good job of turning the page of changing. You mean the guard up for the next? You mean for, you caught it? You
Hey,
caught it.
get out of here.
I don't feel like they're doing a good job of changing up the guard. I feel like some of those freshmen deserve a little bit more of the chunk of the pie, the minutes of the game. KK and the Qs and things of that sort. They're not doing a good job of inserting them in. Ice Brady, things of that sort.
See, and that's how we get in this situation in the first place, where Gino's all, I don't like how we look without Paige, because you don't do anything without Paige. Like, that's how this works.
Yeah, and then you can tell like there's a point in the game where they just like give the ball to Page and everybody just sit there in their corners. Like, you know what I mean?
But I feel like when I was watching that game, it was very much more I don't know what their practices be like, but I just thought everybody outside of Paige looked like they didn't even know they had a game today or that day. Like, I don't think that's on Gino. Like, the fact that y'all could do what you did last year, like Nika wasn't aggressive. Like, we saw Nika last year be aggressive, assisting the ball, moving and grooving, wasn't doing that shit. AZ damn near don't even want to dribble the ball. Like, I know everybody call her the next Steph Curry, but damn girl, dribble, go to the rim, something like the way people be flying out at her if the three's not there, step in some, shoot your mid range. Like, she didn't even attempt that until the game was pretty much over, and I think she made maybe like 2 in a row or something like that, but the game was done. Aaliyah was getting cooked in the paint. Like, you supposed to be this All-American. You had an amazing season last year. Like, we all saw it last year, what you can do, and she had the opportunity to do that in this game and she couldn't get it done. So there's a like, yes, Gino is the coach and he got to figure some shit out and figure out what buttons to push, but those players from last year that hooped the way they did last year, for them to show up like that on Sunday, that was like, I think that's more so on them.
I think the coach could be, you mean, giving them too many restrictions. If you don't shoot like Paige, don't shoot it at all. If you don't like, you know what I mean, I can see Gino like restricting them to the point where they just in their head. You know what I mean? You literally can see that. If you can't do what Paige do, then pass the ball and get out the way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can see that.
I don't see that. AZ had wide open threes and was just bricking.
Yeah,
Aaliyah Edwards has the same look she had last
Well,
year.
AZ
We
gonna
couldn't
shoot.
get
She's gonna
shit
shoot
done.
regardless. It's just the
Like,
fact that she trying to take it off the dribble now. Like, if you can't do that like this person, then, you know what I mean, I could see the roles getting confusing when
But wait,
more pieces are added.
one thing I did like what AZ was doing at like some point in the game, she was getting them with that little jab and finding her spot right at that little high post area and knocking that shot down a few times. Like, I don't know if like we know she's a knockdown shooter, so maybe it was just a bad game. Like, maybe next game is gonna be way better, but like when she got to her spots and like let things settle, it was working for her. But
But then
and I mean, like,
they adjusted to that though. I feel like when she tried to do that late in the game, the last 4 or 5 mid range shots that she tried to jab and take the one dribble pull up, they had adjusted to that. So,
and I mean, like, as much as we talk about their offensive struggles, they still scored 81 points, right? Which is pretty higher than the average of most teams last year. Defensively, they gave up 92 points. So if there's anywhere to start, I'm starting on all your guards getting cooked on the defensive side of the ball. Like, you could not stop anyone. You couldn't stop Sanaya, and then when Sanaya didn't have it, you couldn't stop anybody else. Like, NC State was just scoring at will. It was like
there's no
UConn's
stopping
defense wasn't even
Sanaya.
out there.
whose game plan was it to put AZ on Sanaya? That was the main blow by. Like, every
Tell
time we
me
got
you
to
hate me
the
without
other
telling
side of
me
the field,
you hate
like,
me.
Because
come
Rivers
on.
knew to eat every time she got the ball and saw AZ right there guarding her.
No, and we gotta talk about that.
Stretching.
Cause like Craig, careful. The we
My
go
bad.
from
I
like
mean, I'm just
she's like she's not ready, she wasn't ready defensively, to like now she's on Sanaya Rivers. Like, when did that jump happen, Gino?
I didn't mean it like that. I just mean like they clapped when she. Okay, let me shut up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm
Yeah,
looking at
so
their shooting splits. from the game, and they shot 46% from the field. That's not bad. You beat most teams shooting that from the field, and they probably didn't shoot as well from the 3-point line. They shot above 30%, which is still better than some.
So
But like
basically,
to give up 92 points is it's insane.
so they not no dogs.
Uh-oh.
That's what it sound like to me.
Or they
But
dogs was on the bench.
also, like in terms of a defensive perspective, like I know I asked Greer this like earlier in the summer, like, oh, like you think they're gonna start Nika Page and AZ? Because I don't like that personally because Page is not a three. So I was always wondering like who was gonna play the three and who's gonna be guarding the threes when they play other teams. But I don't like that.
I
They
will
got
say in
something.
college ball you can get away with a smaller lineup. You know what I mean three
If you
smaller
play
guards.
defense,
If you have exactly. If you have that second line of defense. Good evening, everyone.
And if I'm playing you at the 3, then you got to do your thing on the offensive end, though. Like it got to be give and take.
Okay.
Everything you guys are saying is correct. Keep going.
She said, whack him again.
Yeah, for real. Shit, what's it gonna take?
I have something to say.
Mm-hmm.
You're fired. You're fired, Tyler.
What? Oh, I didn't remind you.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta be better, B. That's on me.
Wait a minute. I felt some shade.
That's on me, B.
It's
I'm
me.
sorry.
I read Lowe's messages like on stage. What? I said, oh, it's Tuesday.
Oh, glad we mean so much to you, B.
I thought you were about to say congrats on the.
Oh, you're trying to tell us something else.
No.
Okay.
No.
So LSU had a game today, and we've seen some lineup changes from Mulkerford. She got in the press conference, and I love that. She was like, "We have a tough game against Kent State. Southeast is sold out, and they played us hard last year." And I was like, "You're not wrong." But however,
comma,
Sistren, please.
Yeah.
And let me say, them chicks at Kent State, they was shooting leather off the ball.
Yeah. The first half was crazy.
They
just
was
got look
putting it
higher
up.
in the second half, but the
That
first
first
half they've been
Okay, so let's talk about what happened in the second half, because there was a lineup change, and she goes with Michaela, Anissa. Oh my God. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second. She went with Michaela, Smith, Anissa, Haley Van Lith, and Poa. And that's when they pushed the lead to double digits, and then that's when they pushed the lead to almost 100. So she found her one of them rotations. I am curious. I mean, not curious, but like kind of excited to see what it looks like against stiffer competition and see if they can sustain that level of play. But like my daughter, Haley Van Lith, was locked in defensively. I just want to point that out. She was diving in.
Cooked the entire first half.
Hey, okay, well, she's a second half player. She made the adjustment. As Greer pointed out, we finished 6 of 13. So, I'm happy.
That's a shard like pivot.
It's it was crazy. So Qatari Poole and didn't play the entire game at all, and Angel Reese didn't play the entire second half. And post game, Mulkey was asked about it. I went and watched the press conference, and she just said, "I could explain it, but I won't. It was a coach's decision," and that was that.
She's so sassy.
Yeah,
girl.
Which I mean, she's not like she's not like obviously has to tell us or anything like that. But it was weird. I mean, I didn't personally see anything like when I was watching the game that like tipped me off to something happening or anything. So I don't know what it is. All we know right now is quote coach's decision.
Yeah, because I mean they were trying to figure some stuff out at the beginning of the game when Angel shot that 3 and she yanked her. So
I mean it was the right decision though. Like I don't know about not playing her the whole second half, but I do think
the 3 or the yanking her?
Wait, my kid did what? She shot.
She sat the entire second half today.
So the first quarter, she had like a wide open three early in the shot clock, and she shot it. It did hit rim, so hey. But right after that three, Kim like took her out immediately.
It was damn near the first possession.
Here's my problem though. Like, and I know everybody got their different opinions about Angel and who she is and how she acts, but I don't like Moki. I like if she don't come out and explain or whatever. I don't like her being cute, trying to be funny, because at the end of the day, that's what you built, that's what you created. So if you weren't gonna hold her accountable to make her do these things as a coach, granted she a grown woman, correct, but if you weren't gonna hold her accountable to make her do these things, to make her do that things, don't be trying to shit on her when she didn't do this and this. And I'm saying she has some fault in that too, right? But Moki don't do no shit like that. And that's my thing with these women. Go watch who you play for. Cause don't turn on that girl like that. Cause if she do, that's gonna piss me off for real. Like I don't
No,
like that.
I 1000% agree with you, because remember last year when like we were mentioning that the same stuff Angel was being faulted for was the same stuff Moki was being praised for. Like,
Yep.
oh, the schedule is too weak. We don't like the competition, but like, oh, Kim got these girls together against
like
whatever. And yeah, and then like she gets in the presser and it's like, why isn't Angel up for this award? I don't know. Go check her grades. Like, why are you throwing people
like,
under the bus like that?
Yeah, I don't nah. Moki like I said, Angel got her faults. Angel knew
Mosley's
she
probably
should have
like,
been
cause
in the
we getting
gym.
paid the same amount. Shit.
Right. Angel knows she should have been in the gym, but you allowed them to do what they wanted to do this summer and not get in the gym. You built this culture. That's on you. So don't do that. Don't do no shit
Exactly.
like that. Don't blow me like that. That's gonna blow me if she do no
Because
shit like that.
And some of
Also,
these same conversations come back to bite these girls, or to impact their careers. We've heard how things could have possibly went down at Stanford with a particular player, and with her dropping in the draft boards because of comments made by her coach allegedly.
mhm.
And I feel like that could very well happen to Angel too, depending on how Kim continues to say things like that. We saw it. I feel like Kelly contributed to Rakia not getting her just due last season and possibly this season so far because of those things, what she said at the beginning of the last season. So everything that these coaches say or don't say comes back and it impacts these players in the perception around them.
No, I agree because like we
Well,
already
and there's
see.
also if you're talking like analogous situations, there's also 5 girls in this class who are eligible who can really fucking ball. You know what I mean? Like the competition is stiffer, even like the
and
you know what I
and
mean?
we also already see like Angel dropping in the drafts, like off the simple fact of like, oh, like can she like spread the floor? Like she's not gonna be playing center and the W. And like when she left Maryland and went to LSU, she was saying I'm a big guard, but everybody else knowing how Kim system is and like how she plays, those type of bigs, is you're gonna stay your ass in the paint. So when she was at Maryland, I feel like her game wasn't limited because, like Giannis mentioned earlier, we saw her attempting some shots like outside of the paint. Now it's like if you shoot outside the paint, you come into the bench, and that's gonna hurt her like down the line if she's not allowed to attempt those shots because then it's like, can she shoot for like outside of the paint? Like, what does that shot look like? So I feel like this season is going to impact her on the mock drafts if she don't decide to stay another year.
not the Bill Lambier system. Oh no.
Which sucks, like, but that's how Kim is with her posts. Even at Baylor, like, they shoot outside of that paint. It's a complaint. You back on the bench. Like, we've seen it. Well, I've seen it like happen with Kalani
Yeah, no,
and other people.
Moki's a old school
Yeah.
because that, like back in the day, shoot a transition three if you want to.
But then that leads me to think about like just her off-season portal moves, right? Like she still has this old school mindset of 3 guards out, 2 posts in the paint, but she didn't go after those type of players. She went after big names, and personally I feel like that's why LSU's struggling a little bit right now because they don't have that like 3 out, 2 in type of players to fit their system.
and she knows that. But she's gonna get the talent that she can get and that she wants, and she's gonna move from there. Because I did think it was interesting the other day. She was in a press conference and said that like right now, I believe the quote was about Anissa. She's super quiet and she's not talking a lot. So we're trying to get her to get comfortable and blah blah blah. And I'm kind of like, that to me should have kind of been done before, over the summer before season started. And I think that comes with everybody knowing their role. And then since she's like coming off the bench now, that's what we was talking about last week. Like sometimes that's how you lose people. Like you start making these wild decisions and saying stuff in the pressers. Good luck.
Well, Anissa was good today. I thought
She
she was
was.
like not between. Michaela was like the number one player and has been for them.
Hands down.
But today Anissa was like a spark for them defensively. Like I thought Michaela did a good job of helping them hang on while LSU kind of figures shit out. But in that second half, Anissa was like a spark. She was getting steals. She was making things difficult on Kent State guards to get like any type of passes. Like she was really, really good for them in the second half.
And to our point, I think that only worked for her because Angel was out.
Agreed.
Anissa had 9
also,
steals today. She had 9.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Big guard. The real big guard. Nah, but I feel like Kim and her staff don't do any work over the summer. A lot of the camaraderie things that were exposed against Colorado, like that's stuff that you got to work out through the summer, and I don't feel like they're.
Are you
they're
calling
using.
out Bob Starkey right now? Is that what you're doing?
I really am. 'Cause
Not the
I'm
handbook.
questioning like what is really going on in the summer because we're going. The first 5-6 preseason games, it looks like a cakewalk, and I think that she's doing that to cover up her record, her coaching record at LSU, because she's only lost 6-7 games there so far. So,
But I feel like it could also be because during the off season, like correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they have like mandatory practices. I think it's more like you can come and we would like you to come. And most teams probably say we want you here type vibes, but clearly everybody wasn't at the practices. Like Samaya Smith, her ass was in the gym this summer. She been in like all day summer videos. And she is reaping the reward. Like Samaya looks to me like the best post player on LSU right now.
I think it's dependent upon the program because I know some practices be mandatory in the summertime, especially if they're taking classes too during that time.
We know that, Rashard. We talking about LSU though.
No, you know what?
What, Rashard? What don't we know? What we don't know?
Nothing at all.
I think the Pac-12 take their first loss today.
Tell us what.
Okay, hold on. Before we do that, let's talk about Michaela.
Oh yeah,
bucket getter.
15 of 20. That's crazy.
Yeah, this class is ridiculous. Like the immediate impact across the board, like at different levels. Like obviously you have like the Michaelas, the Jujus, the Hidalgo, like that are stars. But even the depth players of this class are incredible. And I mean, and she popped off. Like her
shot is so pure. Like her shot is her shot's so pretty.
It's pissing me off. Bob Starkey trying to make her into a defender. Like if you don't send some help her way, she is not. She's good defensively, but she don't got to be that. She don't got to be that lockdown defender for them. And they trying to make her that.
Hey, let her.
Hey, yeah.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
She could have
in the SEC at some point. She's gonna have to play some defense.
She's okay. She just not like they trying to put her on the island. I'm like, bro, like stop that.
Hey, when you heard, you heard.
Ball defender. She's good off.
Okay, so here's my question: out of the people on the court, though, who you sending to help?
Poa help. Poa's probably the best.
Can't defend either.
She gonna take the charge. Poa gonna take the charge.
I'm so weak. He said Bob Starkey then tore his drawers with him.
Nah, they
Yeah, I
gotta
got
put
it.
her on the island. I don't like that. Fighting for her life, then gotta come and put the team on her back on the opposite side of the court.
But she hit.
But then they covering up Angel. Angel don't. Angel don't get the defender. She don't get to defend 1-on-1. Somebody's always helps out, or somebody's
I
always helping
mean,
her.
she did today. And I think
They,
that's why she got benched because she was getting cooked. Like that girl she was defending was lighting her ass up. And
Man,
then
she popped that three in her face. I said, my damn.
like they were not respecting LSU's defense at all in that first half. They was like, whatever, food. All they
it's
saw was food.
it's just the wrong time of the season to be working on conditioning for me. Haley Van Lith look unconditioned. Like she played 3-on-3, but she playing 3-on-3 literally with 5 people on the court. 10 people on the court trying to play 3-on-3 ball. But
Not you turning into Vicky Johnson.
shit, I don't know. I don't know if that translates. Just saying, it shows it's not translating for her. Do y'all agree? Y'all
He
think
said
Haley
she
Van?
forgot how to
Y'all,
play 5-on-5.
I just think they got her playing out of position. They got her playing out of position. It's
Yeah,
almost.
I don't care what shape she in.
they
If she
moved
not a
Poet
point
to the
guard,
point
she
guard,
not
and
a
she's
point guard.
still,
Oh, well,
putting her
shit.
head down between 3 people and trying to, draw a foul.
I
I
mean,
will say
if I
she's getting better at finding Michaela. That's about it. But Michaela making her look good.
It seems like the girls, the construction of the roster is just the same thing we talk about with the W. It's like ooh, it sounds good in theory. We got this person, but it just seemed like they might not have really thought about it all working together. And then, like you said, they weren't really working together this summer to make it work together.
Yeah, because even like I'm not sure if y'all mentioned that I stepped away, but like even on Haley's podcast with Anissa, she said she was working out at home throughout the whole entire summer.
We saw she was on Chicago to this to that. To back to Baton Rouge, back to Chicago. They was on tours, sold out dates.
Shit. I'm interested to see how Kim balanced them egos because them ain't no regular hoopers on that team. You got all Americans, breadwinners, and all types of shit over
Not
there. So
breadwinners.
Nah, see, I
That's
think
my thing,
nope.
Shay. Do you think that they're gonna let a freshman just come in and
I mean, Michaela is very clearly carrying, so it's gonna be interesting to see who can put their ego aside for the betterment of the team and who gonna have an attitude about it.
I mean, also remember like after the first game, like what didn't she say something about like not having
leadership.
leadership? Like so nobody like there's no leader right now at the moment, and it's looking like it's gonna be her.
we just got
Yeah.
angel head taps and angel head grabs? That's leadership to me.
Yo,
And that's it goes back to what I was saying. I think Moki was trying to prove a point by having her in the podium that first game. And I get it. She had a good game. She's showing like, we believe in this young talent. But it still was a little concerning. Like you got her up there because I feel like she was kind of following Moki's lead. Like, yeah, ain't no, leaders on here because Moki said the same thing. So, maybe her Jedi mind tricks will work. We'll see. Other freshman, Juju had a game.
Juju!
Her game has no reason to be this smooth already. That's kind of just like the thing I keep coming back to. Like, she's so good. It's insane. Like just how simple it seems for her. And like we've seen her do it against like different levels of teams now. Like and it just doesn't matter. Like nobody has knocked her game off balance even for a second. It feels like it's insane how good she is already.
Yeah, she's super poised. I feel like she plays with a steady pace no matter who's in front of her, and that's the key.
Yeah, and I think that
I
like
mean, I'm not
playing at
mad.
your own pace can get overdone. Is kind of can be a phrase that like gets overused a little bit. But like she embodies that. Like nobody is going to speed her up or slow her down. She's whatever she wants to do is what she's doing, and she's gonna
It
get there.
looks like a drill every time
Yeah,
every highlight looks like a drill. You're just like, oh yeah, she practiced that.
I'm not
Shout out
surprised.
to Phil
You,
Handy, Lakers
I,
coach.
And we
for
some
real.
people not be able to put their drills to good use.
Shout
I'm
out
not
to
surprised
Aaliyah
that.
Gales too. I saw her step on the floor.
Oh
For the
yeah,
first time.
Yep.
But I'm not surprised with.
And look
Yeah,
good.
it
How
was
you get shot that many times, man? Like that is a tragedy. But
no,
she to shake back from that,
it was
you know
cool
what
to
you got
see
to
her.
like.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is cool to see.
it was cool to see her
I
check
was gonna
in
say
and
I'm not
everybody
surprised with.
Hold on. Can y'all hear her?
was showing
No,
up and everything.
Your signal went
Go,
out.
Shay.
Get a
it's like in
bucket
and
and
out.
shit.
Shay, get the satellite out of your cargoes. We can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm driving. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Oh Lord.
Oh no, not
I can hear you
again.
now.
Some major news is about to break. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But something major about
As
to
Yeah,
long
break.
as
we
Juju,
That's
I
still
don't
an
give a shit.
all-time moment.
Juju in the portal.
Oh my God, God forbid.
Shawnee, don't fucking
But
play with me. I will roll this bitch off the floor without.
what
I
were
was
you
just saying
saying?
that it was cool. It was cool to see Aaliyah like check in and get love and be on a basketball court. Like between her and Key, like it's great to see people be able to get back to what they love after stuff outside of basketball kind of deters that.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna
But
say.
like, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm not surprised at the performances that Juju put on. I'm actually mad that she wasn't on that initial top 25 list. Well, actually, it's not even an issue. It's like the second list that they put out of like top 25 players in college.
What was that first word you said?
The initial,
Okay, go ahead.
but like and like the recent years when like Paige and AZ were freshmen, like they were talked about a whole lot before they came in. They were on the list before even stepping foot on a college
Mm-hmm.
campus. And it's like Juju's number one player. Like she's like one of the most hyped number one recruits ever. Like where was that same energy for Juju? So I just find
Cause
that
she ain't go
crazy.
to one of them schools that they ass kiss. That's why.
What did
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
tell
no, no,
you?
not one of them. The
The
one.
one.
The one.
I
Yeah.
meant I
The
made a
one.
thread. I made a detailed thread
But
about
also,
this a
like, we
while
already
ago.
know two
Wait, hold
kids
on,
that play on.
Greer, hold
Two,
on. Go ahead, B.
Oh no, I was just saying I made a detailed thread about this maybe about 2 years ago. Number one players that choose to go elsewhere other than UConn don't get the love that they deserve.
look at Haley.
Haley, Asia,
West
I think
Coast schools too.
Mercedes.
Bet.
Uh,
West Coast bias is a very real thing in all sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody be asleep. Me in
Uh-oh.
particular.
Shay's points coming back. What a terrible day for Rashard.
What is my point? Tell me. Whisper it to me
I
because I'm
will
missing it.
say, well, I'll let Shawnee go first.
Remember when you was like, all it takes is one?
Oh yeah, that is what I said. Yep. All it takes is one, Shar. It
Why
just
am
takes
I?
one.
Can you let
Stop
remember
it.
your own agenda? I'm.
I don't know what's happening. Cause we got who this week? Kennedy Smith.
Yeah, and she's a
Keeping
hooper
the
Nah,
too.
wait,
kids.
Kennedy. Oh my God, like that footwork. Damn.
Oh
Oh
God.
gosh.
No way.
Please,
No,
Rashard.
wait,
I
Oh,
feel like Shar don't
wait.
even be watching the games. He just be
oh
watching
my
the
No,
feet the
goodness.
whole time.
like
He probably got
Rashard
his shit like
at the
zoom
top.
in on the
Oh
All
floor.
of
my
the
Just be
feet
god.
look
watching the
like
Hey,
feet.
That boy
that
got.
Disney movie.
Wait,
What's
stop.
that
what?
Disney
Like,
movie?
I'm
Double
thinking.
Team.
Double
Like,
team.
wait, I'm
I
thinking.
know. And look, and he
Shard
don't
call
even
it
be
fast
watching the
and family.
broadcast. He watched the empty broadcast so he can hear the squeaking.
No. She pulled like she was playing this high school game and she pulled out some Euro type move and I was like the way she
Yeah,
just
she had a drop
smoothly.
step, huh? And that just sent you over.
Brandon, please, you don't even know your plays.
Who?
Oh.
You don't
Who?
even know your kids.
Who?
Oh.
Hold on. I know mine, and they busting your kid's ass.
Who are your
Ooh.
kids?
Hmm.
I'd like to
Exactly.
pull Greer back up to the stage. Greer, where you at?
But nah, Kennedy, she is super tough. Like, damn, that's a
Here,
Yeah,
cousin.
I'm actually like I'm really happy for you the other USC. I'm happy for them. Cuz that was my main concern when Juju went there. It was just making sure that they continue to put people around her because she is a special player, and but I still think you need more than one player to get things done, and so you have to make sure there's good pieces around them to keep shit going. And they did that with this recruiting class. They have a really good recruiting class. I still think they need to get a big though, but outside of that, the recruiting class looks really good.
I just need them to
Shout
get
out
some
to
seats in the
Godly.
seats.
Y'all
Cause
see Godly
like
taking pictures with YG. She good in the hood.
Right. You got all that talent there,
Wait,
and
God.
Gottlieb coming to the game.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Gottlieb,
goodness.
Gottlieb, she bang. Y'all ain't hear her say she big and back, being bull.
Okay, all right. All right. Great, go ahead.
I just was wanting to point out how y'all, or if y'all saw that they moved Creighton into number 22, trying to juice up the Big East before. I mean, you can't take their little slide, but
Wait, who?
just saying
You said
because
who?
Not the
Marquette
push.
Creighton is not playing nobody. Marquette just beat Illinois, and they not even in the top 25. Just pointing that out.
Oh no. He said they lining the UConn industrial complex is not dead. Hate to see it. Rounding out the freshman discussion, we move to Hannah Hidalgo.
Nice.
Richard, 6th Woman of the Year, Hannah Hidalgo.
Wait, pause.
Look at her footwork, y'all. Oh my god. For a guard, she's only like
Brandon,
5'6". She's only
until you know
5'6",
who your kids are,
and getting
stop
all of them
mocking.
steals. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, me watching Notre Dame, like initially, yeah, it did make sense because they struggled hella last year, not having a ball handler off the bench. They looked crazy, especially when Miles went out. So one can assume, like, all right, damn, like what would they do with another top point guard coming in? Now she is a scoring point guard. So when Miles come in, it may look a little different. Obviously, like she's gonna score a little bit less because I feel like what Miles do, she makes everybody look good. And right now with that team, Hannah just really looked good. I mean, Sonia looked back to form last game, but gotta think about the team they played.
So, what are you saying? Are you pivoting?
No,
He's
no,
still
no,
saying that.
not pivoting. I'm just saying, like,
Are you admitting you were wrong?
no, I'm saying that it
Okay,
makes
well, of
sense.
course not. Of course
Come
not.
on
You're
now.
from New York.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah,
Sharp
I
like
don't know what
the
that.
Get
AP
that one out the
voters,
way.
y'all. He's like the AP voters. Made his little preseason prediction and can't say he was wrong.
He won't stop until he sees that starting lineup without her in it.
And
It's
it doesn't
okay to
matter if
be
she's coming
wrong,
off flu.
Sharp. It's okay to be wrong.
I'm weak. She's gonna get a cold and come off the bench one day and he's be like, "See, I told you." Oh my goodness. But yeah, she's hooping. And then of course, Malaysia, Full Wiley, also hooping.
We not gonna go to South Carolina and not talk about Big Tessa Johnson, okay? Because
Let's do it.
Tessa was
Yes,
doing
my
the damn
daughter.
thing on Sunday. All right, Tessa came in ready to go, had her little mid range going, then she started knocking down the threes and defending. Tessa was doing everything,
Throwing
and
that
I think she
body.
had like 7 rebounds too.
Sure did.
I think my
Okay.
favorite plays was when she
Was
did that hezzy and then passed it to Pow Pow in the corner, and then when she hustled for the ball, the loose ball on the floor, and dumped it up to I forgot who it was. Was it
Ja.
yeah,
it was Ja.
yeah, like those are my two favorite plays from
But
her.
you
She
forgot
hustled.
right before she hezzy and failed and passed the ball to Pow Pow. She hit a three, then went
Mm-hmm.
down and got a steal, and then came down and hit the hezzy and threw it to Pow Pow. You gotta add all of it.
It just seemed like every time I turn around, South Carolina making a buzzer beater, and I'll just be like, God damn.
Yeah. Yana, make me a godmother. I'm coming to the christening. I want
I'm
Excuse
to.
I'm
me.
I gotta be the
Excuse me.
godparent for Tessa or something. Some gotta be
Excuse
in writing.
me.
Not y'all
Finally.
bypassing D.
Right.
I'm talking
D
to the
doesn't
legal
exist
guardian.
in these
Excuse you. I'm talking
conversations.
to I'm talking to the
Wait, is
who
D
has
not the
full
legal guard?
custody.
No, B doesn't exist in these conversations. Sorry.
Later, C told you.
I
So there we go.
have Chloe, Tessa,
No,
What?
you don't.
He got
Chloe,
the
That
whole
is the
Tessa,
custody.
question.
Breezy, and Owusu.
He talking
No,
about
So
you do
does
Khadijah.
I
not.
Khadijah
have
don't
six.
even play
Wait,
no
Wait,
pause.
more.
You
one
know
of my
Wait,
what?
hold
niggas
on,
was
hold on,
6
hold
and
on, y'all, hold on,
7
y'all.
right now.
Does
Okay.
Chloe count as a freshman, or is she? I know she's a red shirt, or
Wait,
is she?
who?
Not, she's not a red shirt
No, she's
freshman.
not a freshman.
Chloe.
I
She's a
think from what
sophomore.
I read, because I think she will only have 3.5 years to play, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she came
Yeah,
early.
and all the COVID, all that stuff is gone. So because
Yeah.
she did play, yeah,
Well,
I'm
low claim
serious.
Chloe.
we split in
Gianna.
custody.
That's if they
What?
choose to split custody with you.
I had first. Shut up! I'm splitting your 12 kids.
It's 10.
B be going to the hospital taking babies.
Yeah, like that damn
Not the
movie.
Like
Kobe
what?
Lifetime
Yeah.
movie.
Yes.
Kidnap
Like
that
what?
bird.
I just know I got to see my child Pow Pow live hit them threes. I'm so excited. And she's up for National Accolades of the Week. I'm so excited. But yes, no, Tess is like that. I'm very excited for her development. I would like to come to the christening. Like I said, I'm reliable. All my
I
kids
can't
are
wait till
doing
Molly
well.
get her hands on her. I can't wait till Molly get a off season with her.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And that's when it really gets fun.
That second year jump about to be stupid. We only 2 games in.
And
Mm-hmm.
she invites to contact, so that's gonna be even better.
Oh, speaking of contact, Chloe was down there banging.
Mm-hmm.
Sanaya Ja is coming for a thing. See, we got the hay bales coming up this summer. Yeah, she about to be on it. She about to
let's
get Sanaya. Yeah.
let's talk about it. Because let's getting into another matchup. Tennessee. Speaking of your child and hay bales.
Tennessee finna piss me off. I'm sick of them. I'm sick. I tried
Yo,
so
wait, Lo was
hard.
waiting for it. Oh
I
my
tried
god.
so hard. No, because
ISO,
I really be
ISO.
rooting for them. I really, 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 really do, bro. Like, yeah, I really be rooting for them.
What did they
Genuinely.
do? What they do, Lo?
Fucking nothing. They don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. Nothing. They don't do nothing. Like, I can't. I can't. They in a title in Memphis. They should have never been. The roster construction, looking at it, it's just, I don't know how I feel about it. The SEC, they need some more black girls. I'm just gonna say what it is. Jewel is I'm very interested to see how Jewel does during SEC play because she's skilled and it worked against Memphis because she was kind of bigger. She gives me Big Ten girly vibes more so than anything. I'm just kind of interested to see how she does. Jasmine Powell does good on defense sometimes. A lot of times she doesn't give me a lot. I just want them to figure out. But besides all of that, Kelly, I can't. I'm just over it, and I be trying so hard, and every time I'm just like, this is stressful. Every time I try so hard, and I just, gosh.
All right. Well, what do they need to do to turn it around?
Everything.
Okay. Well,
Get Ricky back.
No,
there's that.
Jillian look good sometimes, not even good. She looks decent sometimes. Other times it looks like she's going backwards. The defense, they're gonna just shoom, get blown by. The offense, Jewel did well yesterday. So did Puckett, I think,
Yeah,
one of
fuck
them. She was
one
just,
of them.
she got busy in the paint, but she was just kind of bigger than the girls, which smart. They don't rebound well. I can't pick one thing that I'm like, Tennessee does that really, really well. Like, if it's one thing that I need Tennessee to hang their hat on, I don't have it. I'm sick of it. Every year I'm like, oh, it's going to be good. They're going to be better. And every year I'm just like, I just don't know. They stress me out.
Oh my goodness. It's been really fun watching Lowe versus Andrew in the Pac-12 versus SEC agenda battle. And right now, one of your teams is stressing you out. Andrew's having the time of his life because the Pac-12 is undefeated right now.
It won't last, and they won't even be a competition next season.
Oh!
Listen, it's okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna keep in his face that Prince is averaging a double-double. He gonna keep getting mad.
Oh, nah, that's a low blow.
Yeah, hold on, because he's not even here to defend himself or his conference.
It's okay.
And to say, Rashard,
hey,
for real.
Peely is
Send him to the gulag.
sick.
Yeah, she is very low. Very.
Lord have mercy.
That's them Tungans and police.
She is sick.
So
I just want to say that
what's the
they
score though?
families be deep. They travel. Polynesian. How many Pow people was there?
Oh, it's so funny because I was hanging out with my parents at the half, and we saw a guy, and I was like, I bet that's somebody in Pow Pow's circle, because like we have not had a Polynesian community in CLA before. And then sure enough, I'm seeing the picture she posted on Twitter, and I was like, yep, that's the guy I saw.
They all went to Mr. Seafood, right? They was in they deep.
Love to see it.
You get it, see it.
But yes, 39-33 Baylor up over Utah at the half. If you have ESPN Plus, there was another team I was trying to. Accolades for the week. Caitlin Clark is the Associated Press Player of the Week. She averaged 32 points, 9 assists, and 8.3 rebounds, while only committing 4 turnovers. And this is what I'm saying. Make me a godmother. Shooting. I deserve to be. Whoa. Back it up. What?
On 12% shooting.
Hold up, because what do your children be shooting?
It don't matter.
You don't know. It's 8:30.
Why made you pick all these white kids?
I didn't.
What, Sonny? Yeah.
I only got 2, and you just picked 1 too.
Well, mine a dog and like contact.
Yeah. Right. Haley Van Liv likes contact. She just don't she makes the contact. Yes.
On the dog.
Okay, that's new.
Nah, the way Flauche pushed her today, she gotta like some contact because we would have been fighting. They be grabbing and wrestling on each other. Like
don't touch my face after you done touch them basketballs, please.
No,
yes.
When I say Flauche shoved her after she made like a little jump shot or made a little move or something, like I don't give a fuck what move I made. Do not touch me like that.
But they like that. They be grabbing each other's faces and stuff too. That's what they
Kim
do.
too.
Oh, because it's just like you see people lick their fingers
It's
before free throws and
hop their toe on the bottom of your shoe.
Yes.
I'm coming back to this and gonna clip Craig's audio for that.
Oh my goodness. But
my child dog too. Let's not forget.
Which one? The one floating in space?
Southeast Louisiana.
Who?
Sailor.
Oh.
Burger.
Oh, Hufflepuff.
She a dog. Pumpernickel.
Sailor Robin. Sailor Moon.
Giving Dennis.
So let's go back and expand the conversation a little bit. We were talking about SEC struggles. What are we seeing throughout the conference from teams not named South Carolina?
Ole Miss.
I think
overrated.
What it looks like to me is, how can I say this? I think the portal can be good, cannot be good, but you got to really work on meshing the girls. I feel like you have to do extra work. And I think some people, initially had the thought that, well, these girls have played before, so they understand this, so it should be smooth sailing into another program. But I think it might not be that easy because they already have their, what they do. It's just, I just don't think people are meshing in as well as they thought they would. And I don't know if they just need more time or they need to do a better job or what. Also, I feel like you can't just go in the portal picking people. You really need to work on your fit. If you got 10 girls that do the same thing, or if you got a girl that is a 5 that doesn't want to play 5 and getting a girl who does this, you just gotta pick and choose your people better. And that's what I think. Because SEC got the most transfers as well. So I think they need to figure that out. That would be my take.
Yeah, the half court offense just looks bad. And then when I listen to Coach O saying that give it time, like so I don't know. I don't know what's needed for the SEC to look better.
Okay, I have a question. Because last week on the post-game show, Jalen said something that stuck out to me. She was like, everybody, they have a bunch of transfers too, but everybody knows their role. Like, this is what I'm here to do. Now, I can do things outside of this role if I'm called upon, but like, this is what I'm here to do. Do you feel like teams are coming in after going to the portal within the SEC and people know what they're here to do?
But probably not.
You got to define the roles.
I think I've seen that so far. Obviously, with South Carolina and Texas A&M. Like with Texas A&M, like your child Shawnee, she had a great game that
She
first game.
did. I was getting ready to
Yeah,
say.
and
So
she
is the
knocking down
coach.
some threes too. But yeah, she had a good game, and then the next game, Barker came in. I feel like Lauren, that her name from Arizona, she came in and she know what she got to do, get some rebounds and score whenever she get the ball. I feel like everybody know they role on that team.
Yeah, she literally told the media, "I'm not here to score. You won't see me. You won't see me. Having a
Who
20
said
point
that?
10 Lauren Ware."
That's Auntie,
I'm
right?
adopting. I'm down to adopt.
Yes.
Yes, those two teams, I feel like for sure, like they know their roles, and like anybody could win the game given night.
Including my daughter Kulabali, who had 14 and 10 against what?
Mhm.
Her and Janiyah just pair well.
They do.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
But I cannot wait to see her in person
Ole
and on
Miss
TV.
looks troubling. I'm not gonna lie. It looks troubling. It looks very stagnant, even more stagnant than before. So that's why I'm about to put Coach Yo on the hot seat in a sec. I give her I give her to this year, and it's just like, was your extension really worth it? We start putting you in the same box as Kelly.
Wait! I don't think she's in the hot seat.
Wait,
That
no, I don't. I
I give
disagree
it.
with
I
that.
they
give
just
it.
beat. She just beat Babiana.
Coaching wise, you mean, as far as she gets talent, she gets the talent. Her talent can carry her at times. So now she has more talent than she ever has had before, and they look even
Oh, I don't know
worse.
about that.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't agree
know.
with that.
I
This is not the
disagree.
most talented team.
Because let me tell you why I disagree. Because
Okay.
last year you had an Angel Baker and a Maya Taylor. Now I
Yeah.
know Maya don't get a lot of credit, but Maya's a pretty solid point guard. And
Yep.
I think that's missing, and I think you're missing somebody. I mean, you got KK Deans, yeah, but I think you're missing somebody as dynamic as Angel could be, and you're missing a very
But
solid,
that's my
steady
exact
point
point.
guard.
The talent is carrying her. It's
No,
not
but
her
what
X's
you're
and
saying,
O's.
you said the roster was more talented
Well,
this
that's
year.
just. I guess that's
I
my opinion. I
disagree.
should have said, in my
Okay.
opinion. It's. You have a little. You can
Because
do a little bit more. Just like
But
South
I
Carolina
don't know
can do a
because
little bit more. The ball can
just
be
like we
spaced
said with
around a little bit
WNBA, if
more.
you don't have a solid point guard, it don't matter what you got behind it.
Yeah, but KK Davis,
So
she was doing all this clipping of KK Dean this and KK Dean
now,
that.
of course, right. But what I'm saying is that's what I think the key difference is. Like those are the players that are missing. Like, and it don't matter if you got all the talent in the world. If you ain't got no good point guard, then you're screwed. Or if you don't have a point guard that know what you wanted to do, then you're screwed.
Now, KK Deans is good, but her in that point guard role, I think that's kind of
Right. Like,
a change of position for her, because when she was at West Virginia before, like the little pit stop at Florida, she was playing off the ball. It was a different guard running the point along with like KK and Kaiser starting. So that ain't
You
that.
never talk about people pit stops.
You know what? I ain't going to go there with you. But like I was saying, like she's not a natural point guard.
God damn, Craig, you make a Sweet 16 and beat Stanford, and you on the hot seat.
Yeah,
Months
Right.
she on the
later,
hot
you
seat.
straight.
You actually watched the games and the way that they got cooked by Oklahoma. You would be. You'd be burning
Yeah,
up
but
too.
on
If
the
I was
hot
an Ole
seat
Miss fan, I'd
though,
be
shit.
hot. But I think that all this stuff is gonna get exposed once Sam Purcell, takes over that state in recruiting and things of that sort. So we'll see. It'll play itself out.
I mean,
Hold
also,
on, wait. Is that something I need to write down? Did you
Go
yeah.
just make a
ahead.
bold prediction? What did
I
you?
mean,
Yeah,
that's
go
just it.
ahead.
I
Yes.
think Sam is really good though, so I think he's gonna do real good.
So Sam's about to. When would you like to put a date on that?
He's cute. I
I
like
say
him.
in the this year. I think that
Hey,
they
what's up with
outperformed
you,
the
big
Seminoles.
dog?
Huh?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Craig. 'Cause
I said I think that Ole Miss will. Mississippi State will outperform Ole Miss this year. This is the year.
okay. And
Where's Mississippi?
you up in
Mississippi
the
like what,
corner.
21 now or something? 25?
what?
Are
What?
are they ranked currently?
Ole Miss, yeah,
I
but
didn't say Mississippi State.
no, they dropped out the rankings. They won every game they played, but just dropped out.
Yep, but they put Creighton in there.
Yeah.
Wait.
I mean,
And
but
Shay, I heard that, bro. Like, we gonna have a conversation one day.
that's a,
All I was just asking Grid what she got on the game. Grid, what we putting
Yeah,
on it?
okay, yeah, that's.
Oh, I don't know. We can text me. We can get her wager going for sure.
wait.
Make sure she pays up.
Wait, which game?
Shawnee, this little funky ass $20.
Wait,
That you still haven't given me. That you continue to call funky.
Oh my gosh. Put the Cash App in the comments and I'll send it to you. God damn.
It's B Terrell. Send it there. I'll send it.
But
Spoken like a true Atlanta scammer.
Grid, I expect y'all to get y'all lick back, because if you don't,
If we don't, it's fucking.
I'm gonna have a lot to
man.
say if you don't.
And rightfully so.
Oh, hop on the post game, please.
How many Big East games did they lose last season? I know they lost to
I got Maryland on Thursday.
Oh, brother, don't you start, because you be.
I think it was only one B.
And it was just a Creighton?
Go for them, Shay?
Yeah.
Wait,
Huh?
ain't Marquette? No, Marquette
Go
beat
for
them
Maryland.
too.
Oh, maybe it was two then.
No, they should lose by double digits, is what I'm saying.
No, they're gonna win.
No,
Who Maryland
I
got?
mean, we seen, like I said last week, I know what the deal is. You lost a 20-point score, you didn't replace her. And for as much as shit people gave Diamond last year, that's 20 of them a night. So the new people that's coming in, Jakia, Renee, Briggs, y'all gonna have to come together, hold hands, and help Cheyenne out. Because, damn, they asking Cheyenne to do everything.
Is
Maryland
Cheyenne
didn't
good to
look
go?
too bad to me though. That's the thing. They didn't look just. I mean, they didn't look just horrible. They didn't
No,
just like.
they didn't. No, I'm not saying they did. I'm just saying, like, there's clearly a place for somebody to step up and replace that production.
No, of course.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Damn, they got punched in the mouth by South Carolina, but other than that, they're a solid team to me.
Well, no, I mean, my issue is with Brenda is recruiting, as always. Like, we produce the most D1 athletes based on our size in the country. It's no fucking reason we shouldn't have nothing but a bunch of 6-foot guards on one fucking team. That shit don't make no sense. It's embarrassing for the amount
It's
of
what
talent that
now?
come out of this
Embarrassing.
It's the amount of talent that come out of
No,
this area. It's embarrassing.
no.
Yeah, hold on. Yana, go ahead.
I was just saying that earlier in the chat. Like,
Your name ain't Yana.
Right? She said, "Y'all go ahead and you start talking."
Hey, you got phone?
I was just gonna say that I think it could be an interesting game. Just because if I'm Maryland, I'm looking at NC State and what they did, and if I'm Cheyenne Sellers, like Cheyenne was hooping in that South Carolina game, like they could not stop her from going downhill. She was going downhill at will, and I don't think UConn's defenders are any better than South Carolina's ones were on Sunday. So if I'm her, I'm looking at that and I'm like, all right, I'm attacking, and I think Maryland has better outside shooters than NC State did. And so even if they're kind of taking away her looks at the paint, if the players on Maryland can knock down threes the way they did in that first half versus South Carolina, it could be an interesting game.
No, Cheyenne is gonna be a lottery pick. She been in the gym. That's the kid who been working. But the way UConn fans was acting last year, as if it was fucking World War II when we won, I'm expecting y'all to get y'all lick back.
Right, getting upset because people celebrate. What the hell?
You're about to get.
Well, we didn't have Sanaya Chong and we didn't have Diana Taurasi in this game. Like, okay,
we
cool.
didn't have Kia Stokes.
Morgan Tuck wasn't here. All right.
Hold up now, because that footwork.
You sound like somebody off the cast of Fat Albert. It's funny because y'all putting Rashad in the cast of Fat Albert.
Brenda, I'm tired of you. I'm calling ACS.
Who?
ACS.
That's fine. My child support.
You said
up.
APS.
What?
What's ACS?
Must be something child services up there. I don't know what the A stands
Atlanta
for.
Public Schools.
Albany Children's Services.
He ain't even from Harlem.
Told on yourself.
From Glen Cole. He went to school with Shanti.
Richard Foreign. He from Alberta.
Not with Edge and Tech. I mean, and what's the other one? Christian.
He taking pictures outside the Kia Nurse Merrill. Craig.
Lati, what you laughing at?
Craig, you had some.
No, I'm just looking at this Creighton placing, and are we really putting that much emphasis on North Dakota State and South Dakota State?
Hold on, the Dakotas be scrapping. They
I
be
know
hustling.
they beat them by a good 25, 30 points, but
Yeah, so that means Creighton is real. Respect the
then again,
Jackrabbits.
look.
And
They
also,
play.
But
Guess who they play
Creighton
the
also,
first Big East game?
probably us. But Creighton also
Marquette.
has. Oh, okay. But
Yeah,
listen,
they
but
setting
Creighton,
it up. They setting it up for
correct.
three
But
ranked
Creighton
teams in the Big
also,
East. They
if I'm
ain't.
not mistaken, four of their starters are seniors. Like they've been playing together. They have continuity. I think a
Girl,
Oh,
couple
say
so
of
you're
that team that beat
30.
Iowa then.
a
You're
couple of
36.
a couple of them played for USA basketball this summer on like 3x3. So like,
All them teams that lost.
no, I think like not the senior teams. Some of the other ones.
Greer said you need to be top of the Big East. You 36. Oh goodness. Was there anything amongst rankings, amongst players? Any shout outs y'all want to give?
Yes, shout out to my daughter, Killer K.
Anybody else?
Jesus.
Those accolades she
Speaking of
got.
another footwork, guru, Lauren Betts. I think that she's probably have a breakout season for UCLA.
For sure. And I think, I'm not sure if you pronounce it right. If I'm pronouncing it right, Hawkes, is that her last name? UCLA?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hawkins.
Now, I know she only starting right now because Dougal it, or however you pronounce it, but she just dropped like 30. I don't know. You may want to keep her in the starting lineup.
Yeah, she like that. Her brother hoop
Mhm.
at UCLA as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
she like that.
and I
I
do like.
like London Jones. That's
Yeah,
my
I
favorite.
like that she's.
I love me some London.
I like that she got that opportunity now. But yeah, UCLA a tough team.
I just want to make a bold prediction.
Uh-oh.
Camilla got to do better.
Okay.
I mean, solid game. Like
She
I said,
did.
But
She did
yeah,
get.
but you. At what point are you tired of saying solid game? Like Camilla,
it's the second game of the season. Like, what you
But she got
just
to be that
not
girl,
started?
no
The
though.
season just
freshman.
started.
If we gonna be honest, we gonna call a spade a spade. If we gonna talk about everybody, we gonna talk about everybody.
We could talk.
Camilla is solid. Camilla's always gonna be solid because Camilla is big as hell. Camilla mindset some games is weak AF. If Camilla don't step in the game like she wants to hoop, it's awful. You turning around all in circles. You throwing the damn ball out the backboard. Your energy isn't good. She cannot do that. So yes, you're right. On the grand scheme of things, it's still solid. She still might have 15 and 9. Yeah, damn, that's the damn bare minimum. She's 6'7". She right there at the basket. So I'm not saying that she's terrible. I'm not saying. I mean, I wouldn't have gave her all them accolades, to be honest, because it's more than that. Like, her energy in that game against Maryland was terrible. Her mindset was fucking terrible. That should not have been rewarded. She did her thing against Notre Dame, and I'll give her that, right? But if you can come like that and play, that's the expectation. You don't need to be going up and down and up and down and up and down. So I'm not saying that overall Camilla isn't a good player. I'm not saying overall that Camilla is hurting her draft stock, because she is who she is. She's a 6'7" woman, and she does do the bare minimum. But if Camilla decided, stepped on the court with a good mindset every time, she would be a fucking dog. Couldn't nobody do nothing with Camilla. And as her friend, maybe you should tell her that. Instead of saying, oh, she okay, she okay. No, she's not. Fix your mindset. That's embarrassing. Like,
Well, I ain't see
you're
anything
too
wrong with
big to be
mindset.
doing some of the stuff that you be doing, bro. Like, she
I
needs to
think it was a
tighten up.
solid game. I don't think it was a bad
Especially if she wants to
performance.
be a pro. Like, you can't go to no pros doing no stuff like that. She looked horrible. Like, she got to fix her mindset, bro. Like, that's unbecoming of a woman and a basketball player. Fix it. Period. Like, she got to do better.
Well, that's your opinion.
No. That's the
I
facts.
don't
You just
think.
don't handle it because it's your friend. But if it was anybody else, you would say the exact same thing. Because that
No,
mindset is
like,
too
could she
poor.
have done more? Like I said earlier to you, could she have done more? Of course. But the game was still solid. It was not a bad game,
And I
in my
said that
opinion.
because she's big as hell. She's gonna be solid, but she needs to aim for better than solid. She's trying to be a pro. Solid is the
Which she
baseline.
will
She needs to
be.
be a better woman than
Which
that.
she will be.
Well,
But
she
the game
needs to be.
plan
It's
was
it's a day
to
late, dollar
the
short.
game
I'm
plan.
sick of it.
The game
I'm
plan
sick of it.
was to get her out of the game, and they were
Oh,
doubling and
brother,
triple
you make
teaming.
more excuses than.
It's not.
Oh,
It's what it is. It's not an
oh,
excuse.
brother. This is why she
I
acting the way
mean,
she
Like,
if,
it
acting
was a
because
good
friends don't
game.
hold her
if Angel's a
accountable.
She
girl,
did what
if
she
Angel's
did,
Her friends don't
and
hold
then
her
we're gonna wait
accountable
for the
at
Wait,
all.
next
hold on, hold on,
game.
hold on, hold
That's
on, hold
the
on.
SEC Player of the Week.
And it
right,
shouldn't
So
if
have been.
yeah,
Angel's a girl, wait, if Angel's a
Yeah,
girl,
so
then
the
so is
standards are
Camilla
going to be
though.
big.
So
People
You
are
like,
going
said
to have
what?
why is
a
it on
spotlight on them.
Rashard to
Wait,
do anything about
No,
Camilla?
no,
If
no.
Angel's a
It's
girl, then
not his
so is.
fault. I'm just saying, as a friend, he keeps skating. Oh, she's okay. That's the
And
problem.
to us, because it
Huh?
is okay. Truthfully, it is okay. She's still going to
It's
be a
not.
top 5 pick.
It's
Like,
not okay. Maybe that's what y'all expect from her, and that's on y'all. But no, that's she. Her mindset is awful. You should have seen her.
I
That
saw
shit is piss
her.
poor.
I mean, I was watching.
That's awful. Her mindset is that shit.
I
If
watched
y'all
from
okay
tip
with that,
until
then that
But I
tells
end.
me a
think
lot
like
about y'all.
I definitely agree with Lo in a sense that you can tell when Camilla's locked in. Like we've seen the games when Camilla is locked in. I can go back to her game versus UConn last year. And it was like, I'm not going to be stopped. I'm getting every rebound and I'm not missing any you can't push me from off of the post. Same with Iowa last year in the Final Four. When they put Camilla in, Camilla was like Camilla was the steadying force because everyone else was struggling. Camilla was like, I'm getting every rebound. I'm going to be a force. And you can tell when Camilla's in that zone and when she's not in that zone. And because she's 6'7", she's gonna get rebounds, right? Like sometimes the balls are just gonna fall in her hand. She's 6'7", and her wingspan's pretty fucking long. And then scoring wise, Raven does a really good job of assisting her and getting that ball to her in an area where she can get layups. But if you're trying to go to the next level and you want to be a pro, you have to be locked in every single game. There's a difference between just being wanting to be okay in the pros or just want to be an okay player. You can simply just be okay. But if you want to be a dog, and I think that's what separated Aaliyah from a lot of players because Aaliyah's mentality was I'm not going to be stopped. You're not going to stop me because I know how good I am. And so, yeah, with Camilla already showing us how good she can be when she's locked in, I don't want to see her not locked in
Period.
because you're a senior now. Like that, when you were a freshman, maybe. When you transferred and you were kind of new to the program, sure. But now, no. No, especially when I see Ashlyn Watkins coming in and being a dog from the jump. When I see Raven coming in and being a dog. When I see Chloe coming in and being a dog.
so
No.
maybe she's just not a dog and she knows how to pick up her level when it's right. Maybe that's.
No, I think,
But you
but
don't have that energy for AZ. You call her
I,
scary ass AZ because you want her to be a dog. The same thing for
but
Camilla.
she's not. Is what we're getting at. Like she's just
but I
not.
think Camilla is a dog though. Like I think the
A
difference
dog is not
between
selective though. Is what we're trying. I
but
think
it's
like
in I guess for me it's in there. At like I know it's in there. And because she's done it more times than not, I think she turns it on and off.
has
Like
she? You just mentioned 2 or 3 games,
we
Yana.
watched her this off
Not the
season cook
40 that
the
they
whole
played.
Team USA.
She
The
sure did.
whole
She
Team
sure did.
USA for Brazil. She was banging the entire tournament versus Team USA.
Oh, she put her
So
hair
it's
to the
in
back.
there.
Yeah, she
It's
gotta
there,
she
but it's
gotta
not
tighten up.
consistent. You know,
She gotta
like
tighten up.
Exactly. So
That
it
shit
can
whack.
be. I think it's something that can become consistent. It needs to become consistent if she wants to be a
A
pro.
pro.
Like I wouldn't want to just be a pro off of the strength that I'm 6'7" and yay, they chose me because I'm tall. Like no.
I mean, as long as the check's clear, I wouldn't
yeah, you
mind.
wouldn't want to be, but that's not
Oh,
that
that's
might not be
sorry. Y'all got
Camilla's.
that's some sorry ass mindset shit right there.
Well,
Getting paid?
No,
that's
oh, I'm not gonna do the best I can. Like shit, I'm getting paid. Boo.
that's not her mindset. One and two.
Yeah, because I don't feel comfortable saying what she does and doesn't feel
Yeah,
like she's doing.
that's not her mindset.
Well,
Two,
she need to show it better.
like I said, what you call it? Like she could could have been better, but it was a good game for what it was. A lot of 3-on-1 coverage. This is not Aaliyah Boston.
We know.
I don't like the comparisons. Like Aaliyah did this, blah blah blah. That's Aaliyah. Like she's still adjusting to that 3-on-1 coverage. She wasn't getting that when she was in the game last year. She was in the game a lot with Aaliyah.
Yeah, and it
So you
did make
gotta pick
it
and
does make
choose.
Well,
things
y'all give
like
You
Angel
gotta
the
oh
pick
same
and
easier.
grace
choose.
then.
You gotta pick and choose who you like.
Make sure we
Who you
give
about to
Angel the
lose
same
to.
grace then.
For what?
Wait, you said
Her
Angel?
3-on-1s and her this and that.
You
Let's
said
just make
Angel?
sure. Let's keep it straight across the board then.
Wait, did you say
I
Angel?
don't really
Yeah.
think that's a apples to
Oh,
apples
see, my
comparison.
I mean,
Angel
hey,
was
when
never
she
her
get
dominant.
coverage 3-on-1, she's still 3-to-1. She's still adjusting to it. So let's just make sure we give her the same
Oh, that was
grace.
never my issue with Angel.
Okay.
I'm saying
Yeah.
Angel has to expand her game in terms of shooting to get to the W, and that's the opinion of many.
Right. And the opinion of
Ho-
many for Camilla is that she need to be a dog to get to the W.
I mean, the opinion of the people
Bingo.
in the W was to throw her up in the
Bingo.
draft, which they did.
Bingo.
I don't think that's a necessary. If you
It
just say
is.
she's 6'7" and she's already got the skill
I don't
set
think
that they're
it's
gonna take a chance on
necessary,
it.
Y'all, ooh,
Yeah,
but
so like
I just
child.
being
think
a
it's
dog is not.
there. I just think it's there. And if she ain't gonna be locked, if like when you see other players come behind her and they are locked in, don't be upset when she gets sent to the bench. Like that. And like Shard, I know how you go. You go be in your feelings too. But like if that's the mentality, then sure. Yeah. Hey.
Okay. Shay, go ahead.
Shard, you saw what I said in the chat because you be in West Coast and everybody business, but the business that you need to be minding. And I'm just asking that until your bestie doing what she need to do consistently night after night, leave Angel out of it.
Bingo.
She's
Can't
doing
be.
what she got to do.
It can't.
Like,
Bingo.
Come on, Shard.
pause. This is game 2, and she
A
had
team full
a
of
good
six
game.
guards. A team. Oh my. Okay. All right, bro.
All right.
A team full of 6-foot guards, but the game plan was to take her out of the game. Did they not do that?
I mean, I was there. I don't
Shard,
think
they
they
were
did
throwing
anything
the
super
ball to
special.
her.
Like I just said,
Doesn't have legs.
she's still
It is
I
missing
think
adjusting.
Camilla
single
took
coverage
herself out of the game,
layups.
if I'm
She's
being
still
honest.
adjusting to that. She's still adjusting to that 3-on-1 coverage.
Oh, brother.
All right. So
The
we
game
will check
good
in. We
start.
will
Okay,
check
all
in. We'll
right.
check in. We'll check in.
So
We'll check
agree
back in.
to
We'll
disagree.
check back in. Yes, for now. We will check back in. And we will track the progress or lack thereof. Let's get into some West Coast talk. Cam Brink. Speaking of not
A
taking yourself out
dog.
the game,
Well, see a dog.
A dog.
I'm very much proud of her for not fouling out this game.
She ain't got no choice.
Well, I mean, she could take the night off and do what she usually do, but she's tightened up.
We saw the different levels there in that.
And she's like, she has so much to her game. You know, her 3-point shots look really good. The mid range look good. The moves around the rim. Like I said this on Twitter and I got a little bit of pushback, but me personally, I think there are some teams in the what do you call those top 4 teams that get to pick? Whatever. Them.
Lottery?
I think, yes, 2 teams in the lottery in particular, I think can use a post player more than they can use a guard. And if they have the number 1 pick, because sometimes I think in the W, a lot of teams go for big names versus fit. But if LA has the number 1 pick, and I think if Seattle, because I'm not very strong on Mercedes Russell, I think 2 of them should really look into Cameron Brink, because Cameron is like, we're in a league that's literally ran by post players at the moment. And Cameron is quick on her feet. She's she's strong. She wants to bang. She's not afraid of the contact. And post players like that are hard to come by.
Agreed.
And that's no shade to Caitlin, to any of the Iowa people in here. Like, regardless, picking Caitlin number 1 is still a win. It's not a loss at all. Like, picking Caitlin, you can't lose. But I just think those 2 teams in particular can benefit from a post player.
So how are we feeling about Stanford as a whole? Because, they had some, people transfer, people go to the league, had some question marks of their own. How do we feel about the start of Stanford?
I think they look good. I thought Kiki, the post that plays next to Cameron, she took a big leap this year so far. Like, she looks really, really good. And that ultimately helped them in that game. Their post play was really, really good.
Yeah, and I'm interested in seeing later on in the season when we look back at this game about how much of it is, maybe Stanford is better than what the preseason poll had anticipated, or if it was Indiana being worse. And I think that we'll be able to pinpoint this game as like when we started to figure out whatever these teams.
I think it's both,
and it very well could be. But I'm interested in looking back at this game, once conference play starts or whatever, and see what we were kind of finding out early about these teams, because I do think that's very possible that it's both.
Where is Andrew, man? He needs to come defend his conference. Now is his time. He gonna pop back up, and it's gonna be right as we're roasting him. Because why isn't Sabrina at Oregon doing her job? She's not clocked in.
I will say, though, this past week, thinking about Cameron Brink and how she literally made Mackenzie Holmes look like pedestrian, there are two post players that looked really pedestrian this week that are like in all of these conversations, and it just makes me wonder, maybe they're being valued a little too high. I don't know.
Okay. How do we feel about Virginia Tech? Because they had a big game this week.
Yes, that's the other one.
Is that the other post?
That is exactly the other one.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oh my. Not me following the breadcrumbs inadvertently.
Not an accidental pivot.
Because I just
soft.
Yeah, Kinley. Does she even jump? Does she jump?
No.
Well. Okay.
I mean, like, Georgia Amore was great. She played amazing. She was going back and forth with Caitlin. But I mean, I just expected more from Kitley. Like, you were going against a post player that's not very seasoned, I guess, because she's been playing behind Monica. But you supposed to be the big dog. Like, you the one that's top 4 in the nation and all these top player awards and stuff like that, and you the leader of the team, and to play like that, yeah.
Well, we will make note, track development. So I think I would compliment Amore. Her development has been a little underreported in my eyes. She went from hooping in front of moms to hooping all the time.
No,
Love to see it.
That's her team. Like, that's in my eyes right now. Like, that is her team. She gave that team their life in that game. Like, there was really nothing else working for them besides just let her hoop, basically.
All right. Tomorrow's a big game. UNC host my Hampton Pirates, and I just want to go on record saying, when the upset happens, I manifest it.
Is the bus gonna break down or something?
Whoa, what's your problem? Because then y'all just played. Hold up. Let me pull up SC State's record.
It don't matter. We won.
Did y'all? Look at you. But my Pirates, David Six, gonna have them girls ready. We're gonna be competitive. We're gonna be exciting.
He's still the coach.
He's still the coach. Look, when we lock in, we like longevity. Dr. William R. Harvey
feel about he doesn't want to leave. I know he was recruited by he was quartered by a lot of programs, but it's like, oh, I'm a pirate for life or something.
Yeah, like we don't like jumping ship, so to speak. Because our president just retired after like 96 years. He's like, we've had like 3 presidents.
Like Kania had been a coach for dang near 2 years, and he coached her.
Exactly. So it's like once we lock in, we loyal to it. So shout out to my Pirates. We about to get it done tomorrow. I'm sorry to whoever don't like it, but the Pirates are coming.
I think he been coaching with Ashley Bruno. Kelsey Bone was still at South Carolina when he was the coach.
I'm not gonna hold you, probably. Like he had been coaching for a little minute when I was there.
Because didn't they play there? Yeah, South Carolina went to Hampton. Wow.
That was before? Right after me? I do not recall, but yeah. We don't like we'll change conferences, but we are not changing coaches.
3 conferences in 1 year. I mean 3 years.
Watch your mouth, because y'all did lose to UNC Greensboro.
Well, all right, go Hampton.
But I'll give y'all props because y'all put up 48 against Utah. So I mean, we don't run from challenges. MEAC, SWAC, CIAA, whatever conference you in, we ain't running. The grind is in us.
Just give us the check, please.
Hello? And a nice little box from your local chicken spot. And we will be on our way. So go Pirates, go America, and if all hearts and minds are no, we don't eat no Dion.
They probably got Dodgers chicken.
You island.
Sorry. Shout out to the HBCUs out there. I love y'all. You made me.
Mm-hmm. And on that note, if all hearts and minds are clear, we thank y'all. Stay tuned in because we're going to have more content for y'all this week. So keep them notifications on, family. And we will talk to y'all later. Parents, where are the parents? Advise your children. And I'm talking about the ones on stage.
Bitch.
Well, mine are doing wonderful. I forgot how many I got, but they're doing amazing.
Yeah, I got like 2 to add, but hey.
My
Oh
one
yeah, I got 2 to
Caucasian
add
daughter,
too, because 2 of mine gone.
my one Caucasian daughter at UNC had a solid game tonight. I'm proud of her, even though I'm scared for her later on in the year. But great game, niece. Wonderful job.
Able to
Has
be
anyone
honest.
adopted Juju yet?
Juju
I
who?
was
Oh,
leaving
Watkins.
at the Grizz.
That's Shay.
Yeah, that's
I was
Shay. I
leaving
got
Juju
Bigby
the
though.
Grizz since she from the crib.
Which means Rashard's
No,
about to
Greer
sleep
is a
early.
UConn. No, don't let her do that to you. Shay, take your baby and run.
And you see what she just
Bread
did
on the
with
stage,
the
Joanna.
Angel?
Oh, would you get off my dick? You've been going on about this shit
Oh,
all week
Robert.
in the chat, on the stage.
Because it still
No.
happened.
The girl gonna be a
Oh,
goddamn
look at
millionaire.
you, a
What more do you
true
want from me?
LSU fan. Can't handle a little criticism.
Damn, my kid gonna make money. That's what the fuck is gonna happen here. It's inflation, and she got money in her pocket. What the hell
Is
else?
that the only kid you have
Making
on
a
that
damn
team?
jump shot ain't gonna
Is
put gas
that
in her
the only
car.
team? Is that the only kid you have on that team?
Having a dribble step ripped through ain't gonna pay her light bill. God damn it.
So you're ignoring your other child.
Wait, no, but who do I got?
Brandon, did you? We
Brandon, you
already
don't know your
arrested you.
kids?
We already arrested you, dog.
Oh, I had a Wusu and so I don't know if she gonna play this year. And Breezy, shout out to Breezy.
Oh my god.
You
I
ain't
am
say that.
taking Chloe Kitts, and I am taking. Let's see,
Oh God, go just.
Michaela Williams.
Oh Lord.
Richard didn't get her.
Sorry about to get Juju McKayla.
Is it in the notes, Shawnee? If he ain't put it in his little notes for Shawnee, then
I
no.
actually did screenshot who he said his kids are: Rakia Jackson, Diamond
brother.
Johnson, Olivia Miles, Camilla, Asia Blackwell, Jakia Brown Turner, Deja Kelly, Jada Owen, and Dog
He reached the
What? Them
max.
people
Ain't no
grown.
more
Rashard
eggs.
lay twin.
The
Rashard
ovaries
wanted
is
to lay
gone.
twin. Shit, God damn.
Nah, that boy about to be. That's Blueface. Hell, y'all talking about?
and Sailor Puffinburger.
Hey, Sailor was out
Dennis
there hooping the
Rodman.
other night.
She wasn't hooping. She was rebounding.
that's that's
She
hooping,
didn't
man.
make a shot, but
Who
she
got
she
Hannah?
rebounded.
Let her
Wait,
be
which
great.
one of his kids is not in the portal? She's floating around.
Jersey.
Oh,
My neighbor said I got a 10-year plan for you. What?
yo, that was crazy.
He putting Camilla and old girl in the Zoom meeting.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so y'all better scoop him up because he's gonna come in like the front runner he is.
I'm like intrigued on that 10-year plan. Like I want to know it at this point.
I thought
Like
he
I
said
I actually
5.
want him to lay it out for me. Cause what?
Yo, I thought
I
it was
was
5.
wondering if
Why?
like
Where y'all
maybe
getting
he
10?
He
no,
said 10 in his
he said 10
presser,
years. He said
right?
10.
So,
Yeah.
Including college.
so he
And
must
I
mean
was
the
wondering, I was like,
pros.
maybe he's thinking about when he first starts recruiting them, possibly, and then your 4
Yeah,
minimum
2 year,
years in college.
junior year, senior year, 4 years of college, 4 years, bro.
I think he promising. You mean a WNBA MVP or something? Because that's the
Oh
only way that
God.
10 years.
For
That is the only way that add up to 10 years.
job
You gonna
like
go?
Chelsea Dungeons or Chantel Osahor.
I saw something that was like that includes overseas or development or something like that, and I was like,
Well, he did. Wasn't Kelsey Plum on his staff at once?
She was like
And
she was getting her grad degree. She was going to graduate school there
so
in
maybe that's
coaching.
what it is. So like I'll
Stop it.
start. The clock starts once I start recruiting you, and then you come 4 years through college, and then grad school.
Was she a COVID baby? Because she might have extra time. He might have been including that.
And not Mike playing COVID.
You got to stay with the times, innovate, evolve. Don't he got all them kids? He used to keeping plans for children.
whatever Richard is doing, he can't do it no more because he is on my nerves. He talking about friendly reminder. I'm gonna listen to the recording, nigga. Then I mean, boy, I'm gonna bar you up harder. Then
Oh
leave
God,
me alone.
we
But
got some
yes,
good hoops tomorrow.
yeah, Iowa, Virginia Tech. What are we expecting from that?
Caitlin gonna drop 45.
Here,
Who was the
Um,
supporting cast this year?
Stalky.
Stokey.
Gabby Marshall.
They
Yeah,
and there's a really big God. I always O'Grady, McGrady. It's a Grady in there. Her
okay.
last name's got a Grady in it.
Because remember,
Um,
I was confused to
but
somebody else last
Has
space.
Eyes graduated yet?
That's gonna be
That's just the
Kitley's
Marshall.
matchup. The Grady girl and Kitley gonna match up. That could
That
determine who's gonna
that one who
win.
pushed Leah.
No, that's Stokey, baby.
Oh, okay.
I, I really don't want anything nice for Kenny Brooks ever in life, but I also don't like the little Wicked Witch of the Witch lady, Wicked Witch of the Midwest
Lisa
lady.
Blunder.
Yeah, so I don't. I'm gonna just be watching it because I enjoy hoops.
I
Fair.
think I think Virginia Tech's gonna win.
Yeah, I don't agree.
It'll be close. Caitlin gonna do all the scoring, but yeah, Virginia Tech's probably gonna win. Let's see, 94-89.
Okay.
Ah, not a lick of defense.
I feel like I'm more excited about Tennessee, Florida State.
Never getting into that. Let's
Is
go.
Tanaya Latson going to be available?
I hope so. Didn't she play in the first game?
Mm-mm.
Oh
She
God,
has
Lord have
a
mercy.
lingering hamstring injury.
Well, she better come over here and get this guasha so I can make sure she's ready to play tomorrow.
All right, I got a massage gun.
Right. I got the Theragun as well with the knobbles on each side.
Pickle juice, something.
If she's available, then I'm excited for that game.
Well,
I think that one will be fun.
give her the same shot Sabrina got before game 3.
No, don't.
I
I thought
said
you had
game
a full,
3.
Oh, game 3, yes.
had a full hip replacement, wasn't it?
Maybe the side effects puking.
Oh my God, please.
Or pregnancy.
That's one day later. Oh my God. No, sir.
That was not me. Yeah.
It's always Craig. Y'all some horny knees.
Being
What
her.
Shay just told you to get up out of that Altima and that Davita dialysis.
That's a grown woman. Hold
Leave
on,
that
that's
girl
a
over
grown.
there alone.
She grown. She can handle herself.
Shay told y'all to get up out that woman business, so that's what y'all need to do.
So Tennessee, Florida.
Shout out to Norfolk State beating LaSalle.
Hey, no, their game
Mhm.
against my good sis Kania school was really good.
Was LaSalle? I thought it was Drexel. I don't know
Oh,
why.
Drexel. It was one of them Philly schools. My bad.
I thought it was. Hold on, let me check because I checked real quick.
I wonder if that's a money game. Not they get the check and the dub.
I don't know what. Let me
You
see.
think Drexel got coin?
I'm about to say it ain't.
It don't think so.
No, that ain't no money.
It ain't no P5 money.
No.
They got nice little stay at the
Yeah,
Ramada
it was
Inn.
definitely. It was Drexel.
What's the Arkansas Pine Bluff put some damn fear in Oregon State heart the other night, boy.
The refs helped Oregon State, and
Of
nobody can
course
tell
they
me differently.
of course they did.
Because Reagan Beers is no point where
Oh
she gets to
my
pirouette 3 times
god!
and not get called for a travel.
Why? I'm so sorry, y'all. Why Keith Lee hips wide as mine?
Love,
I'm
not too
sorry.
much on my
I got
friend.
to
Listen,
die.
listen, listen. Never mind. I'll go to the chat.
Yeah, please don't.
Oh my
Childbearing hips.
Yeah.
god, honey.
Y'all stay on topic.
Rakia? Were we talking about Rakia like versus the matchup, guys?
All
I'm
I can see
Lola,
sorry.
this man
Lola,
hips
what
in
you
my
said?
in
I
my
got it. I'm gonna
imagination
try
now.
it.
Hold on. Whoever was talking, go ahead.
All I can see is hips.
Oh my God, y'all are
They
Not
don't.
you.
crazy
They
people.
don't lie.
Not you either.
God
You can
bless
see it
you.
from the front.
Legs
He got
and
that
Yes,
hips.
you
front
can
I
see
see it
body.
from the
hips
front.
God.
and body.
I'll be
Someone said you
fucking
can see
going
the
off
hips
on
from
you.
the back. I mean, from the front.
Oh, Tennessee, Florida State.
Holy
Wait, did somebody put the picture?
Do we have more faith in Kelly Harper as a coach this year, or do we just think that it's the Rakia show and she's gonna have to save her?
Is
Her
Kelly built like
substitution
Keith
patterns
Lee?
are still questionable,
Shay,
but
what?
hey.
Shay, what?
Wait, what
Is
she say?
Kelly built like Keith Lee? That's going to determine my answer.
What happened?
Ain't nobody
Why would
built
you
like
put
Keith
that on
Lee.
the summer jam screen?
I'm
Okay.
is.
What do I delete it? I don't want to.
She
Men with
said
hips
is
make me
Kelly built
uncomfortable.
like Keith Lee.
What did Shay say? I don't see it.
No, she said it is Kelly built like Keith Lee.
Shout out to
Go
the
ahead,
short
Shorty.
kings.
I can remember. Okay, because
His,
men with hips make me
I love
uncomfortable.
how short his arms are.
Like a T-Rex.
So, you said her substitution patterns are still sus.
Yeah, for sure. I also don't get what's going on with Tamari Key, but I'm just gonna hold my tongue on that. So,
So, what's your question? What you mean?
I thought she would take a bigger role, bigger step. Is her goal not the WNBA?
She probably
I
gonna
think,
come back though.
yeah,
She,
I think they're like easing her in minutes wise,
yeah.
Yeah, she been through a lot.
very
Okay,
much. I
but yeah,
do,
Holland Chegg, beautiful gown.
I do like. I think someone was saying it the other day, but Jules Spear will be able to get her rocks off a lot easier at Tennessee because of everything around her. So I think that helps them a lot more than previously. But they gonna have to move Baby Girl Wells into the starting spot. I don't know. Kelly always frustrates me with the starting point guard to start the season, and I feel the same way this year. Powell is not the girl for the job. move Wells in, and it's gonna help. That's all I really can say.
Well, she started, didn't she?
She didn't one of them games. I didn't watch the last game from the start, but I know
Yeah,
when them.
this last game I believe she started.
Okay,
Kyra was on the
yeah,
bench.
they need to keep that just like that because Wells is that girl. Um,
I agree.
mm, 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 mm. Also, a fan wanted to ask for those that know about Madison, the new Carolina commit. Shay, that's one of your people, right? You know them. You know, they said she's from what PG County is it?
You're,
F Marlboro, ain't it?
Okay, one of them
you're.
is blessed. I'm not too from. I haven't watched a lot of on her, but Dawn swears by her, so I'm gonna stick beside her.
I know they're gonna be stupid while I'm running with Adele. Adele like to run. I know that. Oh my god, that team with Adele. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm
y'all
I
gonna be happy for a lot of years to come.
So was she? Because I was doing my research on the Adele girl. She was actually ranked much higher before injury, correct?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
What was her
and
injury?
she's very
Yeah,
pick
I
and roll
think the
heavy
highest
for
I
sure.
saw her was like 6 or 5. But yeah,
Oh
she was
shit.
ranked way higher before.
I think that she could be the number one post player in the country, but
Well,
that's
shit.
just me.
Well, don't
I'm
say
I'm
that to me.
from Dallas too, so I could be a little biased, but I've seen a lot of Texas talent, and she's up there with it.
Hmm.
As
Say,
far as
I
rim protection, off the pick and roll, she can move, she can pop, she can slip it back to you. She's very active. She's a very active post player.
Shay, you got to do your player comp list for the freshmen this year because you was spot on with just about everybody thus far. I need it. I need it. It was
Yeah, we
wonderful.
gotta do one because Hannah, that first quarter was giving me Kennedy through and
It was
through. She was
all
barking.
Kennedy.
I was like, God damn, okay. Then Malaysia got in the game, and I was like, well, shit. Well,
What did you call her?
That's who was
Cappy?
giving me Kennedy,
What did
Malaysia.
yeah, but
No.
Malaysia is like she gives me Cappy, Nikki Teasley, but like she's shifty. I don't know. She's a hybrid of something we haven't seen before.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
Malaysia.
she's a better passer than Kennedy for sure.
Malaysia's something different. I can't name anybody that the Hannah and Kennedy thing I think is spot on, but Malaysia I can't name anybody I've ever seen like that, to be honest.
No, not at that frame with that speed and that
Right.
handle. No, it
I
don't.
ain't
Because
never
even
seen
Cappy wasn't moving that
She,
fast.
but I can't do a woman, but she is Ja. Malaysia is.
Yeah, I would give her. She's like that around behind the back lay. That's John Wall job all day, every day.
Yeah, it's very like even she. What was that? She like went up and blocked somebody's shit, but she was like rising as she was falling. It was crazy. Like I ain't never seen nobody like block the shot, but then keep rising as they was blocking the shot and then fall. Like it was weird. Like oh, she just stupid athletic and
Yeah, I
it's
haven't seen.
nasty.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen nothing like that. That
Did you?
it's like she be soaring or floating. Everything just looks so effortless. Like how in your mind do you put together to say I'm gonna go behind my back and then I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna fake it at you, but then I'm gonna lay it up behind me. Like and you think of that and I don't see you thinking about it. You just do it fluke. That's just weird.
It was
In
the
point two seconds.
it
Yeah.
was the it was the like she knew Camilla was there, so I gotta tell my opponent like I'ma pass it to her, and then like she literally thought everything the defender could think
In
just to
point
get the
four seconds.
basket. Like that's
And
crazy.
then
Yeah,
explain
it's the read.
and then explained it to Holly that yeah, I did all of that in my head that quick. Like
Cause
what?
that's different, bro.
She said, yeah,
Really,
she was looking at me like she didn't know what to do.
Yeah, it's because she looked like the defender looked like she ain't know what to do.
she didn't.
That's just
Yeah.
weird, bro. Like I don't I that's weird.
Who did
It was
now?
the when Malaysia made that layup, Hannah like made the biggest gulp of her spit, like like she had to take a second and say, "What the fuck?"
That damn Adam's apple came out. But your Michaela and Simone comp was real clean. Like that was nothing but it was all up in her.
Yeah, it's the midi for me. I don't think we've
Yeah,
seen a midi like that since at
it's like
LSU since Regine
Simone.
Lewis type. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Simone and then a little Chelsea.
She got them Chelsea hips.
Yeah, like her build is kind of like she's not quick, but like when she trying to get that shit off, it's off and it's pretty. Her shot form is so pretty.
She had it couldn't have been Frida. She had that other girl on the back of them damn Nikes real bad. And if I find the clip, I'ma scream because who the girl was in danger.
Yeah, she seemed like a dog. She not gonna fuck with them girls like that if they keep on
Not
fucking with her.
really, not at all.
That's my daughter.
And if Brendan, please. But she's a hometown kid, right?
Yeah, and she like
Yeah,
she if they don't get it together, she not gonna rock with that.
yeah, yeah. That's
All right, y'all. Any other matchups you're looking forward to?
Asia Sherrod. I mean,
Who?
Huh?
disregard that, redact that, please.
Okay.
What is going on in your
Yeah.
brain?
So,
He got
I just hope Maryland has fun against South Carolina. Just
Don't
have
do that,
fun.
he
Jay.
got alphabet soup in
It's
the
like,
brain.
nah, we got the guards. We're just it's the same issue. We thin at the post. Like I think we started 4 guards in faith
I think
with
South Carolina
Sony.
gonna have to work to get it done. But I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? After that first,
But we do got a 6-7 in our pocket this year. We got a 6-7, so we gonna see how that go.
if she
I
not a good
think
6'7", it's not gonna matter.
Because that's like that Oregon State
She can
girl.
take up some fouls. Look,
You get 5 in college, right?
you do.
I don't know.
you said
Use
do
it,
them
one
Jay.
of
well.
them Jones.
I really do think though the rest of the country watching that game was probably like, "What the fuck?" For real. Like I know everybody was like, "What?" Like for real. Like
Nah, they were low because now Elon got people popping up on my timeline that I don't even follow, and it's just like a for you. And in the beginning, everybody was kind of like, "LOL, we knew they were gonna struggle this year without the freshies, blah blah blah." And then by the time that second quarter came, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, they're fast! Holy shit, what the fuck? What is happening? What
yeah,
is
like
going on?"
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Indiana and Stanford play on Sunday, so that
That's
should be good.
that's gonna
That
be
should
the
be a good
most
one.
beautiful.
Spider-Man meme like shit.
The
That's gonna be
Bob
some.
and the Pixie
That's
Cut.
gonna be some beautiful, great American clean hoops. And I'm so excited to see the white girl. That's so exciting.
Is it?
I love fundamental hoops. I'm excited for that.
Cameron gonna have to work this year,
I feel
baby.
I keep feel like we kind of sleeping on Stanford
I got to see him first to see,
because yeah,
cause I
one
just
thing
don't know.
Tara gonna bob the bob, and it ain't like the cupboard is empty. The stars are not there, but the cupboard ain't bare, and
I want to see.
it ain't. I don't think it's like a Final Four team, but they ain't gonna be no hoe. I just don't see it in them.
I don't feel like anybody would expect Stanford to be no hoe though. I think that's out. That's
No, but see, I think people do that don't know.
no. I don't think you could ever. You can't count out a team with a Hall of Fame. That's dumb. That
Hmm.
wouldn't be smart.
Yeah, I could see the girl like when I really went back and looked, like they got the freshman point guard. She back as a sophomore. Bring back the Victoria Saxton Duke girl is back. Um, like they got
Jump.
pieces. They
Hannah
got the
jump.
they got Hannah Jump. That's
That
four.
lady gotta be my age. Damn.
Low, how old are you? Because you was
30.
23 the other day.
I'm 30 right now.
Okay.
To prove the point. Tomorrow I'm gonna be 26 again and mind your business.
Yeah, I could. Mm. The
All right,
US,
y'all. Oh,
USC don't play like no Pac-12 team, and not that. Oh God, that's
Who?
the Trojans.
No, 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 no. We heard you.
I know I have no issue calling y'all USC because at the end of the day, my school was established in 1801, so we are the original. So when you say USC, you know we were talking about us, but I can use that for y'all because y'all so far away, it really don't matter, and y'all ain't been relevant since Cheryl. So I mean
If
not
that's how
Cheryl,
you
since
want to approach
since
it,
Cynthia.
the realty here, the realty here is that we have a legacy of sports championships. We're also a better academic school,
Well,
so we're better than y'all on and
well,
off
Shay, guess
the
what?
field.
Shay, guess what? use a transplant anyway, so it really don't matter. Thank
It
you.
does matter.
Thank
What difference do
you.
it make? The
Thank
degree
you.
still got my fucking name on
No,
it.
ma'am. Thank you. Use a transplant.
Degree still
Thank
got
you.
my name
No,
on it.
ma'am. They shipped you over on the boat, just like they shipped them Asians over. Thank you. Bye.
Not Asians. That's the other way. That's a different part of the
No,
water.
no,
Jesus.
no, 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 no.
All right. So,
That's where they immigrate to Cali. Thank you.
okay.
Well, we
Who's
go
that?
get.
So,
Crazy.
regardless of what,
The real USC is housed in Columbia,
Cool.
South
You
Carolina.
know, and Greer can attest to this. Don't nobody on the West Coast got to say the real nothing because they
And
know.
guess what? And guess what? Y'all about to be floating in the ocean real soon. So the university about to be underwater anyway.
Okay,
So
and
keep
even if
talking
we
about it.
floating in the
Keep
ocean, we
talking
still
about it.
have more championships than
And
South
that's fine.
Carolina.
But your conference won't exist no more, so it don't even matter.
Still
And so
don't
it ain't
matter.
gonna be
It
no
do not matter.
champion ain't gonna
Still
because
have more championships than
most of them
y'all. It would take
championships
you 40 years to catch up.
y'all won was when black people
Y'all
couldn't play
started
sports
before us,
anyway.
and we still have more
Y'all won
championships.
y'all won them
Started
championships.
before us.
Y'all won them championships when your ancestors weren't allowed on the courts
Started before
anyways.
us.
Then that's fine. And that's
Championships
fine.
started before us. Don't
That's
have the
fine.
academics.
Y'all won
all
them
Good
right.
job.
championships. Y'all won them
All
apartheid
right.
championships. Y'all are the Margaret Court of sports. Wasn't nobody claiming y'all shit before the turn of the decade. Let it go.
Started before us.
Not let it go. I'm weak.
Let
Didn't
it
make up the
go.
difference.
Ain't no
Started
need to make up.
before us.
You enjoy that water polo
Well,
national championship. I hope you were on campus for it.
y'all.
Started before us. I'm
Enjoy
talking
that
about
water polo
athletics in
title.
general.
You
So,
Athletics
educated
in
me,
now,
but
general.
Enjoy the
be your
Lucha.
co-host, man. He
Enjoy
ain't
the
gonna
shit.
stop. Like, I like,
Enjoy it.
I'm trying to make an announcement, fam. Regardless of what happens tomorrow, we will be on the committee post-game show. We thank y'all for supporting. Go subscribe to our YouTube page. We are going to have a very special guest, friend of the committee, Jalen Sherrod. So make sure you tune in, and we will put the link up tomorrow. Tell your friends to tell your friends to tell your friends. Go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah, you need.
The real USC is located in Columbia, South
I'm
Carolina.
not
Thank
gonna
you.
hit.
Good
Okay,
evening.
and you calling me a transplant? Dawn from South Carolina?
her family is.
Where's she from? I thought she was from Philly, right? Or no?
She got family in South Carolina.
But I can't have family in California.
I thought
Y'all
your
go
family was in
ahead.
Oh
Maryland.
no.
She
Which
is
one
ha-
is it?
Wait, is your family in Maryland or California?
I can have family there.
I
Go
just wanted
ahead.
to say before we logged off that to people that have been following us, since we started, I know that we haven't released a top 25 yet. And I don't know if this has been mentioned, but we've decided to wait a couple of weeks before we do our top 25. We're trying something different this year. We want to get a look at all the teams and see how they're looking, how they're doing before we drop our first top 25 this season instead of just trying to do it based off of paper rosters and stuff like that. So, yeah. It's coming. It's just not coming out today.
All right. Well, we thank y'all for joining us tonight.
Shay,
We'll
your
see
ancestors was
y'all.
probably brought to the port in Charleston as well.
This thing's still going.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night.